Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I bet you've been wondering what I'm doing. Well, today I decided to do something really simple since I actually haven't done a painting in about a week because it was busyness. The last video I put up was about the giant easel I made, so today I'm doing something very, very simple. Black background, no stars, basically moon silhouette. Well, the moon with trees in front of it. All done out of my head. I didn't actually use any reference photos for it. I've looked at the moon enough to kind of sort of guess maybe what it looks like. So, yeah, here is the product. It's really simple. Just paint your canvas black, cut out whatever size circle you want on a piece of paper, put it on top of the canvas, and then just start painting. I painted white, obviously, and then I'm doing this kind of gray pewter color, and I mix that color up with some black, a little bit of white, and I think it turns out decent enough to pass for the moon. Oh, and if you're wondering why those 4 paint bottles are there, just to help hold the paper down, because it's kind of a thinner paper and it was starting to kind of warp up a bit. So I was trying to keep that from happening because I didn't want any paint having to go underneath the edge of the paper, which it eventually does, you'll see later, but not as much as it could have. So I think the little paint bottles there were a success. And one of the other reasons I decided to do something like this and do something simple, quick and easy is because I haven't quite figured out how I want to paint the big painting for the wife, basically like cherry blossoms, maybe Mount Fuji over there in Japan. So yeah, plus I need to get some more gear to properly set up a proper tripod for recording, but I'll have to figure that out. I'm still working on it. We've been busy with a lot of other stuff, so in the meantime, hopefully this sates your curiosity. I'd say all in all, the actual painting of this probably took maybe 10 minutes. Obviously it took a lot longer for the drying process, but I usually use a heat gun, or if you have a hair dryer, that works. Just dry out the paint. It's all acrylic, so it's all water based, so all you gotta do is dry it and then keep going. Unless you wanna do a mix or a little bit of a blend, which is fine, but I find it's easier just to have the paint dry for something like this. Oh, and last night I was out taking photos of the moon, and I realized that my phone does not have enough capability to actually get rid of all the glare. Always having troubles with glare. So the next thing I wanted to do is make the moon look a little less cold. So I just took some of this pumpkin orange color and watered it down. So basically created a wash for it and just painted right over the moon. It wouldn't really affect the black background very much, so I wasn't really so worried about it spilling over. But in the end, I think it turned out to look a little bit more realistic, because the moon isn't just plain gray unless maybe you're out in space, and this is still on planet Earth technically. And one thing I noticed is when I'm actually doing these blends with my finger, I tend to kind of flip you all off, and that is not intentional. So if you never noticed, well, sorry, now you're not going to notice. So just taking that little kitty brush again and just dabbing black onto the surface of the moon from the bottom up. Remind me next time when I go to the art store to pick up like a white paint pen so I can actually sign this stuff properly instead of using a paintbrush and a white paint. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with signing it in brush and paint, but it's a little bit easier to be a little bit more precise and correct if you have something designed to do what I'm doing right now in the video. And for the most part, it is done. Just working on the signature now, obviously. Yeah, thanks for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me make more videos and helps keep the wife happy because she's the whole reason I'm doing this. And to put them up on YouTube now. So, thank you. I hope you enjoyed the video.